we're starting this is a pilot for a new show. Maybe we'll keep doing it. Because,
or maybe we'll cancel it.
Yeah, we don't know. We're the actual producers, so we can say what happens whether or not you like it. So, but we want to welcome a very special guest.
Big Money Salvia.
Heyo.
Erik from Internet Common Etiquette.
What's up, everybody?
So, if you could do a quick explain like I'm 5 or too long didn't read of what your current show is.
Oh, I'm a teacher. I teach people how to leave proper and respectful comments online. I'm the only channel that does that. So just type in internet into your search bar, and it'll autofill to Internet Common Etiquette. And then one day, you guys will overtake me, and we'll have to battle it out right here.
I don't know. I stay out of the comments.
Yeah, the comments
you bravely
rough.
go in there and lay down the law. I just kind of like
stand on the sidelines.
It's just a bad place. Like you're like one of those people that goes into like, heavily gang and drug infested neighborhoods and tries to like teach the youth.
Yeah.
To walk a straighter path.
Right. Well,
I avoid it altogether.
No. And then I make them my kids.
Yeah. Well, it's fair.
Yeah. I want
It's
kids.
a fair trade.
You show them that their comments are not good enough by just trumping every comment that you could possibly leave in one succinct package.
Yeah, I've been getting really into making it so the first letter of every line spells out like poop.
Yeah.
Or poops. I hit a poopsie the other day.
Yeah.
If that was Scrabble, I get a lot of points because P's worth 4.
You know who else like using ciphers and codes? The Zodiac Killer.
That is very true, and I've been on the hunt for him.
Yeah. I think I've got it narrowed down to one or two former presidential candidates.
Yeah, could be
But
anyone.
who knows?
So this show is It Came from Public Domain, which is
A bunch of videos we found on internet websites devoted to old cartoons and videos and newsreels.
So Elliot, why don't you explain what public domain is?
Do I have to keep using the voice?
And why no one can report this video.
Here's the thing. On YouTube, they fucking go after you like hungry dogs if you try to use anything that's copyrighted. I'm sure you've run into this.
I get dinged all the time.
Yeah,
You need to start internet copyright etiquette and teach people about fair use.
Yeah, I'm going to become a lawyer.
Well, they can't do it with these because these are so old that no one has the rights to them anymore. Because the U.S. Congress did something right 100 years ago or so and said you can't just like own like audio and video content forever. Like eventually it's just like, okay.
There are some companies that get around it. If you're Disney,
Walt Disney,
you can own it. There are some Disney things that are a part of the public domain, and most of them are racist or straight up propaganda for wartime efforts.
Because it was owned by the government.
See.
Disney was contracted out. And
There
we're
you
probably going to watch one or two of those today.
Exactly. So here's the thing. Back in the old days when you would watch cartoons, you would have to go to a theater to watch them because, believe it or not, people didn't have TVs.
Like a Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd have to turn the crank, watch
Insert
it like that.
a nickel, which was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
Wait, the nickel thing was actually part of Nickelodeon?
Yeah. Nickelodeons are the devices with which you would watch film reels on your own. It was like
Holy shit.
You'd look into it and you would get to see a movie privately. I mean, privately, it's your eyes, but you're still very visible. It's how a lot of pornography was distributed back then.
Hence the sliming. That's where the sliming in Nickelodeon comes from.
Yeah, and it's why those old-timey photographers, they would wear the drapes over them so that no one could see them masturbate.
Everything was black and white back then, so I didn't know what color jizz was.
Yeah. And everything was black and white, including the places you would go see these. So if you were jerking off, like it was like camouflage. You can't even see it.
Right.
Yeah. So it was an easy crime.
That's how they came up with the idea of ghosts.
Yeah. They were like, this is great.
Something just hit me, but I don't see it.
It's ectoplasm.
But guys, before we get started, we do have an ad to read.
So this is the thing.
A sponsored show.
When you would go into these theaters to watch cartoons, they would not just be the cartoon. You would get typically before the cartoon would start, you would get a newsreel, and then in between cartoons, you would get ads sometimes because they were very good at integrations back then. YouTube has squandered the advertising age. Because people were forced to watch this in order to see the next cool Mickey Mouse cartoon or whatever was coming after it.
Well, doesn't that count as like a pre-roll ad?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So they would start with newsreels, so we should start with a newsreel first.
Okay, yeah. Let's find out what's going on in the world circa
we gotta see what's going on in the news.
I don't know, let's see.
Do you think anyone stood up in the theaters and was like, fake news, like during when this was playing?
Probably. Oh. Oh, everyone's joining the U.S. war effort.
If you didn't, you were a piece of shit.
This is back when the fucking world was good.
During the wartime.
Yeah.
Very fruitful.
Irene Dunn, Ronald Coleman.
These people are all 18 years old, by the way.
Of some 50 screen celebrities giving their time and talent.
I want to see all their ankles.
No, you can't. Banned.
I want to see them.
This isn't
No.
pornography.
Everyone had to be running at 105 degrees at all times.
Jesus Christ. I'm seeing a lot of these looks coming back these days.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like reversing in progress.
Yeah, you know, time is cyclical.
We should mention, so war bonds were something that you could buy during wartime, and the government would hopefully pay you back with interest once the war was over.
Yeah, you're like investing in like winning
Winning the war.
the war on Hitler.
Yeah.
It's like early Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the original
Much bigger
Bitcoin.
stakes.
People were trading it.
Yeah.
Hold.
Hold.
Joining the Air Force as a private.
Is that Jimmy Stewart?
Has now won promotion.
I think-
Today, he's Lieutenant Stewart, U.S.
No, it is Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, that is Jimmy Stewart. What a hero.
Al Capone also joined the war effort. Everyone's doing their part.
Heavyweight boxing champion of the world, Joe Louis, the boy who beat Max Schmeling.
Everybody knows
No,
Matt
yeah,
Schmeling.
no one remembers Max Schmeling.
Now a corporal of
He,
He wouldn't join the war.
Oh, that's a nice nipple. His wait, that was a bigger nipple on the right.
one of them's his fighting nipple.
Also, the
took a couple hits.
so the
That's
voice,
a cauliflower nipple.
Colonel Frank Murphy answers his country's
the voice that they use in this. What's the accent called? It's like a transatlantic accent.
Yeah.
That's the mid-Atlantic accent.
Yeah, okay.
Not quite British, not quite American.
Yeah, so that it could be
Somewhere in the
accessible
middle.
for everyone.
Hours of years ago will remember Jackie Coogan.
Oh yeah, of
More
course.
of a trans-Pacific accent guy.
Yeah,
Well, Jackie's in the Air
the partnership is
Force
done.
now, a staff
Oh, we'll get to
sergeant
trans-Pacific accents in the cartoons.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
This is pretty wholesome so far.
Yeah, war's fun, guys. You get a nice suit. They gave all these guys.
Everyone's doing it.
They gave all these guys Mustangs when they signed up.
Yeah. These guys are all just trying to see Marilyn Monroe fucking in the movie, and they gotta watch this shit.
Yeah. Get to the nude scene.
Bro, I heard if you enlist, Marilyn Monroe shows up and her skirt goes flying because of the wind. You see everything.
Me pa died in this war.
Major James Roosevelt is with the Marines battling in the South Pacific. Jr. is in uniform.
Now you go. What war? How did that guy get the position? What war was he in?
That's
In
Dick
like
Cheney.
the
Civil War?
Still alive.
I was a major in the Civil War, and now I got desk duty.
He's always been that age.
That guy was 40.
What are you doing? You gotta send more horses.
Oh, Clark Gable went.
To join the United States Army Air Force.
Looks like Pierce Brosnan, though.
Yeah.
His ambition
Oh,
was to
shit.
become a
He kinda
cavalry
does.
gunner in the
He was
Crew
probably
Corps.
also fucking hookers.
Oh, they all were.
Wait, Pierce Brosnan fucks
The
hookers?
only son of
They only went to war because they ran out of American hookers.
Pierce Brosnan, he picked up the hookers.
No,
on-
that's Hugh.
Oh, Hugh Grant. I always get them confused.
Bro, that's like some defamation shit.
Yeah, sorry, Pierce Brosnan.
You fucking lecherous old man.
Washington to help sell war bonds are all working for the same cause.
Don't edit that out.
Yeah.
The avenue is a pageant of patriotism.
Did any of these people actually go to war, like the
Yeah.
stars?
Yeah, for a little
I
bit.
think Jimmy Stewart did.
But were they like safely tucked away in the medical
They
tent?
got
or-
shot at by their own people for a little bit.
Yeah. Like, can you just graze my leg so I don't have to go
Stick
back
me in the
embarrassed?
The drive for funds. Greer Garson, Jimmy Cagney, Ann Rutherford, Irene Dunn, Hedy Lamarr. And how that crowd lines up to buy bonds from their favorites. They buy knowing that every dollar invested helps send more.
Nowadays, people will be like, no, fuck you. I'm not spending any money on
what?
this. You guys take my taxes already. What the
People
hell?
are fucking assholes.
We need more F-35s. You must get off your wallet and give us all of your
3
money.
million citizens are in the war.
It's like a Kickstarter for war.
Yeah.
More like a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
They just, hey, maybe help us out a little
Typical of
bit.
the speed with
What's
which
the
they
flexible
leverage
funding
industrial
option?
lines
Indiegogo?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just keep it anyway.
Arms factory somewhere in midwestern United States.
Somewhere in the Midwestern United States.
Women too frail to fight on the battlefield with their dainty hands.
I just know they had flyover states back then, too.
Yeah. Well, they probably didn't, like, say where it was because they're like,
Oh, right.
if the Tojo, their word,
We gotta get it out of our system early.
or the
There's gonna be a lot of
Nazis,
this.
their word, find out where this is, obviously they're going to come and bomb it.
It's true, yeah.
I only know that term because Hank Hill's dad says it on King of the Hill.
Yeah, I learned it from him.
Yeah.
The time to produce each unit has been cut by nearly a third.
Using Henry Ford's technology, we can build better rockets.
Start the fucking movie.
This sucks.
Yeah, people get mad nowadays. You get like 5-10 minutes of like commercials.
Yeah.
This is just straight up war propaganda.
Yeah, you get 20 minutes of movie trailers now when
Oh
you
my
go.
god, I just saw this last week.
Boo! You're giving away too much. I want to learn about the war later.
Where's Donald Duck?
All right, let's give the newsreel a pause and let's get into the cartoons.
All right. Sorry, news. We get it.
Let's do
We get it.
Popeye.
Everyone's doing their part.
Yes, let's do Popeye.
Popeye for president.
Popeye for president.
Yeah, I'm curious about this one. So what's the backstory on why?
Okay, so we decided to go into something that's probably not as racially charged right off the bat. So we picked.
We'll see.
I know,
As
we'll
racially
see.
charged.
So this one is called Popeye for president.
They're bringing crime. They're bringing drugs.
Popeye.
They're rapists.
Popeye.
Some of them, I assume, are good people.
And I am stealing this straight from wikia.com, which I'm sure is accurate.
From the Popeye wiki.
Yes. So
They would
Popeye
know.
for President is Popeye's 219th theatrical cartoon.
God damn, prolific.
And they spelled cartoon carton. So I think all the information should be accurate going forward.
They just don't know what it is.
So at this point, Popeye is well established, to the point where he probably could have run for president and won, even as a make-believe cartoon
He's
character.
working class.
Yeah.
He says what he means.
Really salt of the earth.
No one owns him.
Yeah.
He's got a girl.
Got big arms.
And this
But
was
just on the
actually...
bottom.
Someone loves him.
This was released in 1956, so this is a bit more advanced than some of the other ones
We'd
we're
already won the
watching.
war.
Yes. This is post-war time. Everybody's rich. Everyone has a house with 3 kids, 2 cars. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This cartoon came out when the Wonder Years, the years that the Wonder Years was based on.
They were
Around
wonderful
that.
years.
Or was it the 60s? It's
You
been a
think
while.
those were the 60s.
Okay, well, leading up to that. Anyways, the basic plot here is this episode revolves around Popeye, the Spinach Party.
A political party based around spinach.
Yes. Get your iron, kids. That's what has in it, right?
Get your... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it led to a generation of anemic children.
Yeah, you could turn your poop black.
Yeah. All the parents eating spinach, they ruin their kids because their kids are just anemic now. They have iron deficiencies.
Spinach.
Stop with the spinach.
Too much.
And he's going up against Bluto, the Blutocratic Party. Very clever. And this is in a presidential election. And I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, let's just watch it.
Let's just get right into it.
It's a Paramount picture.
Jesus.
Yeah, there he is.
If you haven't seen Popeye before,
He's a sailor.
he's basically like,
He's
I don't know how
very
to say
strong.
it for kids these days. It's like when he's Thanos, but without the Infinity Gauntlet. But then his spinach is the Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
comes
a violent,
prepackaged.
violent tale.
And don't forget, folks, when it goes to the polls today, a vote for Popeye.
Just jumping right into the...
Green for all.
I feel like we might
He's
have missed
bribing his
something.
voters.
Free ice cream, and he's doing parlor tricks.
Oh, no one likes Bluto. Oh. Both these men are going to be on trial for, like, corruption.
We need is bigger elephants in all our zoos.
Whoa,
Oh my gosh.
this man can't even speak.
Neither of them really can.
So he hasn't even eaten the spinach yet.
No, he's still pretty strong. Also, for a sailor, I don't think I've ever seen him on a boat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have either. He probably has been.
We're catching him between his
It's a typical
adventures.
landlubber.
Also, he literally just stole the election.
Yeah.
He picked them up and carried them over.
Oh, he's gonna say something racist any second now.
Uh-oh.
And Bluto.
He had to move at a breakneck pace in these stories back then.
No ballot yet from Miss Olive Oil.
Uh-oh. Only...
She's a literal swing state in human form.
Her... God.
Well, it should be easy. It's yeah, we get it.
Oh, that's what they meant by
This
that.
information.
I would like the idea of a president with a big, thick, just black beard.
Yeah, we haven't had a beard president in like 150 years. After Lincoln, how do you follow
Yeah,
that
we'd have to double check that.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah, I think we had one of the mustache. The last one was like...
I think Trump should grow a beard.
Yeah.
Just act like a different guy.
Yeah. No, that was Donald Trump. dainty, weak.
Oh, dear.
Look at that silly woman trying to do man's work.
Cast your fucking vote.
Oh. Olive, you're a bad citizen.
Literally everyone voted except for you.
If you want a good looking.
Now this is literally like a personification of Wisconsin.
Oh, till I get the wood all chopped for the winter. As soon as I chop
That's ridiculous.
Can we talk about how well they're dressed for the presidential candidacy?
They just had a certain level of class back then.
They look like magicians.
Everybody had one of those in their closet.
Oh, wow.
But this is in the 50s, though.
Yeah, I think I might have been a little out of fashion by then.
Also, the Wikia page could be wrong.
This shit. If he can do that with a tree, imagine what he can do with a country.
I'm honestly on the edge of my seat waiting for somebody to drop a really racist term.
It's gonna happen.
I can feel it. It's like electricity in the air
Yeah.
before lightning hits you.
All the birds are slowly leaving the area.
They all go quiet.
Look, this plays really well because they're helping the common man or woman, and they love farmers.
America
Farmers-
wants a president who will fight for them.
Yeah, who will
Wait,
farm for them.
She didn't say anything about the fucking field.
Yeah. Well, they're
Just
going
chop
above
her
and
wood
beyond.
and let her vote.
Look at these white knights just sucking up to this woman just in hopes that she'll vote for them.
All's all done. Now to the polls.
Popeye, though, not an incel. Way too much bone in his chin.
Sorry guys, I actually already have a president.
I hope the twist is she votes for Jill Stein.
Go ahead, throw your vote away.
I just like healing crystals. I mean, Popeye's clearly the stronger of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bluto's just a fucking putz.
And he just shoves Popeye out of the way to, like, barely do the job.
Yeah, there's no stakes.
And you know what? You can drive. I'm very progressive.
Your Popeye's getting better.
Yeah, he's driving.
Oh, okay. He's driving still.
All right, now let me tell you something about immigration.
Let's go, Tess. You're voting for me.
He stole the car.
Voting for.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, God.
I mean, yeah, that was a tactic.
Oh, yes, you
It
are.
worked.
Oh shit.
Watch out.
He sucked it through his pipe.
Is that what spinach looks like when it grows?
I don't know.
They fucking...
Oh, he invented rollerblading.
Yeah.
There's one food that they need to, like, properly convey
Yeah.
in the entire cartoon, and it
The
just
spinach
looks like
is a
looks like
green
piece
thing
of
that comes
broccoli.
out of the ground like that. It's not a tree. It looks like a bonsai tree in
I've
this.
never eaten spinach that looks like that in
Yeah.
my
It's
life.
just sort of leafy and green.
I think the whole time he's been eating kale.
Yeah.
Which is better.
And now Bluto's
Scientific.
dead.
Nah, it makes me shit.
I mean, they all do. They all make me shit. I was raised on unhealthy food, and my body never adapted.
You
to
just missed it, but there was definitely a Confederate monument in the background.
it. Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, now they're in love.
I'm gonna tear this thing down. Horrible reminder.
So he's
of my
president
past.
now?
I guess he's president now.
For the
and-
rest of the Popeye series, he is in charge
No,
of
he was
the
impeached.
U.S.?
And he's immediately impeached because
This was not a real election.
he had sex with and married his the one voter, the swing voter that was going to change the whole election. I do like that how that she was like immediately like, no, I've made my choice. I'm going to vote for Popeye, and still Bluto was like, no, you're not, or whatever.
No doesn't mean no.
It's true back then.
How did Bluto not know that she'd vote for Popeye? Isn't Popeye her boyfriend?
So I don't think I think that changes like every episode. Like she has to keep falling back in love with him.
It's like,
50 First Dates?
yeah.
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 Yeah, she has a mental disorder.
You know, if they ever make a Popeye movie, Adam Sandler would be a pretty great Popeye.
They had the Popeye.
the Robin Williams, Rob
No.
Reitman one.
Well, that one's great, but they ended up not getting funding, but they made a full-on CGI short that was supposed to be turned into the Popeye movie,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty good looking.
But I suggest Dave Coulier. He does a great Popeye, at least on Full House back in the day.
Yeah.
And he needs work. He's doing those Geico commercials now, which I'm sure are fruitful, but
Yeah.
they just mock him in the commercial. They're pulling like a Walkman out of the couch. Pogs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Dave Coulier. They're like, wow, this has been in there for a long time.
Look at this old fuck.
Yeah. Hey, remember this guy who's not getting any work?
Remember when Alanis Morissette wrote a song about this piece of shit?
Wait, did she?
Yeah, you
Well,
ought to know.
he was the guy who she blew in a theater in the song.
Wait, what?
She's like, go down on you in a theater. She's talking about Dave Coulier.
But did that happen?
Yeah.
Were they romantically involved?
Yeah.
We'll have
She's
to
never
ask
she's
Dave
never
Coulier.
come out and said it, but it's widely accepted that
Did you learn this on Pop-Up Video?
Yeah.
this has been known for a
Actually,
long
yeah.
time.
It's one of those industry
Yeah.
theories
Yeah.
that just gets... Like Marilyn Manson sucking his own dick.
Yeah, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, did that? I thought that was a
No,
myth.
that's
Oh, well, that is a myth.
Except
I choose to believe
that
that's
blew
real.
the guy from Full House.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah,
theater.
I mean, yeah, they were both really big in the 90s. He's a very
Gave
funny
her a
guy.
full mouth.
I would, if I had one question for Alanis Morissette, it'd be what movie were you watching when you blew him?
Oh, yeah, it's
It
important.
would have been like the mid '90s.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
This movie's very depressing. You know what I can really go for right now, Alanis Morissette? Oh,
It's
blowjob.
the whole first scene, and Dave Coulier is just like, "Hey,"
Yeah.
it's just like, "Oh fuck!"
And then
completely hard.
the landing on Normandy scene happens.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Hey, cut it out." It's a really good part of the movie.
This is way too sexy.
I don't think I could come to this.
I gotta release some steam. Don't put this in a song.
Let us know in the comments what you think Alanis Morissette was blowing Dave Coulier to, and why did we went straight to
Yeah.
Dave Coulier and Alanis Morissette's relationship.
Or
off
was
of
Dave
Popeye.
Coulier blowing himself?
Could have been.
Did he remove a couple of his ribs?
Did he get ribs removed?
You're gonna have to.
I've been forgetting to look into the camera the whole time.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I never
Like,
look at it.
People are just gonna see me looking over here as if there's like a fourth guest.
Yeah, they
that I'm
get it.
talking to.
All right, guys, it's time for an ad break. This episode is brought to you by
Whatever this is.
some weight loss pills.
Oh, okay.
What's the best way to reduce? Eat what you want or starve yourself?
Starve yourself.
Starve
Yourself? Wrong. A half-empty stomach causes hunger tantrums.
Whoa.
Now you can
Hunger
avoid
tantrums?
hunger tantrums. Lose weight naturally
It's called
and
being
fast.
hangry.
With the RDX full stomach reducing plan, you fill your stomach, yet
Wait,
fat just seems
with-
to melt away.
With what?
What?
And safe, pleasant-tasting RDX tablets
I don't
contain
believe it's
no
not
dangerous
dangerous.
drugs,
No dangerous drugs, nor
So if you
hormones.
want to eat and lose fat, get
So it's like
RDX
reverse
at your
Chinese
drugstore
food.
today.
FDA? What's that?
I don't think that's healthy because I feel like we would have feel like that would still be around.
It's just speed, right?
No, we ate
Yeah,
them
it's
all.
got to be just like speed or like you're just like tapeworm eggs, just throwing them in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be what that is. I like that they, without any... Today, you're used to seeing at least a page of fine print that's like, has or hasn't been evaluated by the
they're
FDA.
just like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. What could go wrong?
Just take the fucking pills.
It is nice that they didn't talk about any adverse side effects.
Yeah.
That's how short those commercials could be.
Yeah, they're like, if we get in and out of here, no one's going to ask questions.
It's just like, are you depressed? Hey,
It's a cure-all. It's a tonic.
Take this.
This episode is also brought to you by cars. Specifically, this car.
This is an ad for car.
Gaucho sent me to see the new desoto.
Don't touch me.
I'm the mayor. And also a car salesman. Smart cars. Invented by Chrysler.
Whenever I watch like old commercials like this, there's always an idea of like the audience is bopping along. It's like, oh, how quaint. But it's probably they were sitting there like we are now, like, ah, this fucking shit.
Get back to
commercial's so
Howdy
lame.
Doody. Look at these schmucks taking the bus.
Just smacks his kid real quick.
Losers! You'll be the envy of your neighbors is literally what they're...
Yeah.
I've literally never heard of DeSoto. The
It's
car.
probably like a local... It's probably like, you know how you go to like the Magic Johnson Plymouth dealership? Plymouth's not around anymore. Magic Johnson Chevy dealership, or... It's all like retired sports
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
It's beautiful styling like this that makes the new DeSoto.
This is the car
What is
that
it,
Jimmy
DeSoto?
Dean died
I
in.
don't know. The smartest, the smart cars. What's so smart about it?
Or you decide.
Can you play any games in it?
This is probably one of those cars that had the front seat was solid so that the kids couldn't fuck with you.
Yeah. Like a taxi cab.
So I do like
Well,
a couple of
was-
things with that. Definitely a keeping up with the Joneses,
yeah.
like really preying on people's insecurities towards
Hey, it's
their
the
neighbors.
50s.
Yeah.
Money is flowing like wine. Why are you driving that old beat up piece of shit?
Impress your neighbors, mock the schmucks sitting
Yeah.
at the bus
You're gonna
stop.
drive past them, they're gonna be jealous.
Throw your trash at them as you drive by.
And it also is like, yeah, it's just like family bonding. Everything's great if you own a Buick. Or was it a Buick or Chrysler?
It was a DeSoto.
Okay, well, all your problems will be solved. Also, I wish they would have really leaned into the fact that like cars back then were built like tanks. So like you were technically driving the safer car back then. If your car could destroy the other car that you got in an accident with,
if I could time travel, I would want to time travel in a smart car.
You would be murdered immediately.
Oh, it would be so exciting though.
If you got into a fender bender, you would be dead.
People would be aiming for me probably because they'd think I was a witch.
Hey, look at that tiny fucking car.
I'm gonna smash that thing good.
Yeah, no, you'd get all the rough, the hooligans coming by on their motorbikes, just beating the shit out of you.
Strong man just comes and picks me up.
Yeah, throws you. Now vote for me.
Peels it open like a tuna can.
Yeah,
They would have, if the smart car existed in the 60s and 50s, they would have marketed it as a car for women. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you driving a man's car for? It's so
well-
big and brawny.
Well, they didn't even have like power steering back then, so it was a task. to,
Oh,
like,
my weak little arms can't turn this.
But I'm telling you, have you ever driven a car without power steering?
it's awful.
Yeah, you're just like
Yeah, I was when I was broke and I couldn't fill it back up.
And everyone talks about, it's the sugar and the food that's making everyone fat. No, it's because we're driving cars with power steering.
Yeah.
If we would all look like Bluto and Popeye.
Well, also everybody was taking meth pills.
Yeah. So you're on meth. Like, here's the thing. You want to look great in yesterday's America today? Take lots of meth or speed or whatever.
Cut the power steering.
And then so drive your car like that. Also, work a job where you're going to die early because of the conditions you're working in. You're never off your feet because there's no such thing as breaks.
Right.
20 hours a day maybe. That's why you beat your kids. But also beating your kids, great workout.
Makes them stronger.
Yeah. Because everyone knows when you punch a muscle, the muscle grows back twice as strong.
You beat your kids, you teach them to fight so they win their fights on the playground and then get the best good-looking girl and give you the best-looking grandkids who are also very strong.
And you buy war bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're too broke to like spend the money on excessive food because you're contributing to the war effort.
So you're just eating lima beans and meth pills.
And spinach. Yeah.
Yeah. But you're not hungry because of the meth.
I feel like Popeye, there had to have been like something behind the scenes where like the spinach industry is like.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't make sense. Like spinach, it's healthy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you.
But it's
like,
not superpowers.
Yeah,
It's good marketing though.
I can only imagine like maybe it was some sort of childhood trauma from the creator of Popeye.
Yeah.
Where like their parents were always like, eat your spinach, and it's like fucking I'm gonna eat my spinach, and then they just lost it. And they were like, yeah, okay, spinach is the best. Everyone likes spinach.
I'm gonna eat only spinach.
Right, mother?
Out of spite, he made an entire generation have to eat spinach
You're
because
all
he
eating
had to.
spinach if I gotta eat it.
Ugh. The good old days.
Yeah.
No power steering.
Those were the days.
They don't make them like they used to.
Death cars.
I guess if I did time travel back then, everybody would just be fucking out of their minds. Like, it wouldn't be the ideal picturesque,
Yeah.
Pleasantville type of thing. Everybody would just be like, oh, fucking so much speed.
Yeah.
Just plowing their cars into, like, cows
Like
and shit.
drinking like a whole bottle of vodka at work.
Yeah,
You got to end the desk.
Gotta calm the nerves.
If
all
my
the time.
hair's too long, I get slapped.
Yeah.
Because they
Cut your hair, you fucking hippie. It would actually be funny too if you went back and like sat in a theater with some of like the cartoons that I think we'll watch soon, and like something pretty racist happens. You're just like, wait, what the fuck? And everyone's like, wait, what's wrong with this guy?
Hey, shut up!
What, you don't hate the Japanese?
Yeah.
Also, I'm getting a hand job.
Yeah, no, they would put you into an
From
internment
awareness.
camp if you like were like, wait a second, that's racist.
Yeah.
Japanese women don't have sideways vaginas. That's inaccurate.
I have a feeling that's gonna be in that cartoon. I feel like you might have pre-watched.
Should we watch that one?
Let's watch Tokyo Woes.
Yeah, let's get that racism.
I'm literally like, my muscles are tight, waiting for the racism. So let's just get into it.
My grandpa wrote this.
People that are still serving under like Congress and in the military definitely we're loving these films.
Yeah.
I would like to have somebody come out of there. Oh my god. So what'd your grandpa do in the Navy?
Oh my god.
He's speaking
Holy
English.
shit.
Honorable asbestos. What the fuck?
Are these.
Wait, was this before the time where asbestos was known as a cancer-causing agent? Oh, so hold on, pause it. They literally made a joke. They made a joke. Oh my god, what a great way to pause it. They made a joke about their like paper doors or whatever, but still showed that they are at least smart enough to be using asbestos as a fire retardant in between
Nothing beats
the walls.
Well, that was just a sponsor for this.
That's
Navy
what I think.
video.
Like it was subtle marketing to be
Hey,
like.
if you put an asbestos mention in there,
Even the Japanese love asbestos.
kick you a couple war bombs.
Yeah, well, we should probably say that
This is terrible.
this is terrible.
You should really show this freeze frame when you edit this
it's,
together so people can see.
Yeah, what we're talking about.
I
This
feel like
is,
we would have missed the intricacies of the
we were,
animation.
Stunning animation.
This was a time where America was at war with our allies
We were
against
at war,
the
damn
Axis
She's got
powers.
the same pants as Olive Oil.
And so we had we were split with the Pacific and the European campaigns.
Yeah.
And Pacific we had just like, guys, they had bombed Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
It was a different time. It doesn't excuse it, but that's why when
they
you're
bomb
watching
Pearl
this and we're
Harbor,
making
though?
fun of it. We're making fun of it in retrospect, being like, this is really fucked up.
I think it's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
It feels good to laugh.
Yeah. I mean, hilarious.
Where does this stereotype of Japanese people having huge teeth comes from? Like, I've never seen a Japanese person who had giant teeth like that.
Different times, man. It's different times. Also, I don't think anyone
she
who
loves it.
made
She
this
loves
had
America.
ever seen someone who wasn't fully white.
Hello, fellas. It's me.
What?
Wait,
What is...
is this Porky Pig?
Why is she floating? Yeah, that sounds like Porky Pig.
Wait, was this made by the Japanese and they're making fun of Southern Americans right now? Because I take back everything I said.
Oh, the old misdirection.
that's Porky-
What?
That's Porky Pig's voice.
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on.
This is
right
so
now.
confusing.
It's like racist as hell, but like I don't even know what they're trying to say with it.
Could people in the theater understand what everyone was saying?
They were all laughing and smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
Getting hand jobs.
getting hand jobs.
What good will bonds do?
Oh, so this is what they're another trying to sell war bonds kind of thing.
What good will bonds do, she says.
I got something for her.
I'll show her what good will bonds do.
This is, by the way, this guy's name is Private Snafu, and the term snafu stands for situation normal all fucked up.
Yes.
Uh-oh, the war bonds are here.
Greetings from Uncle Sam's Navy, whose intentions are really quite
That's Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Bringing you more of these presents again and again and again.
So it's probably Mel Blanc doing all of the voices.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing his part for the war.
This is like
Oh my god.
disturbing.
Oh, God!
Oh, so they were dentures.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Today your war bonds are fighting with you.
I'll show them. I'll murder all those Japanese people.
But tomorrow, when the war is over, that shell will be returned to you.
Oh, it's gonna be money. Here's your money back.
Oh, there you are, sailor. I never forget a face. You got mixed up with a lot of things. First you won some cities.
What?
Wait, what? Actually, could I keep the tits?
Some spending, Missoula. And a real post-war gal job.
Hey, gee whiz.
Now, is there anything else you'll be wanting?
Yeah, but I can take care of it myself.
Oh, va va voom.
Great animation.
Oh, he just turned into a wolf.
Oh my God, this is what an ambitious crossover. The people behind Looney Tunes and Tex Avery.
Yeah.
Happy future. How fruitful were the war bonds?
Nobody told them about the future.
Yeah.
Wasn't that happy?
They are selling them the way people were pitching bitcoins though. Oh god. Oh.
So
Not not DeSoto again.
Here's my question, and I don't know the answer to this because it's rarely covered on like Hitler's greatest war weapons.
Yeah.
The way that I learned about World War II. How good of an investment were the war bonds? Like, is that the thing where you scrape together after the Great Depression?
And it's probably like U.S. Treasury bonds, so like not great. It's just based off of like the interest rate, so you get back a little more than you gave.
And that would hold you over after all the factories collapsed because we weren't making tanks and stuff after that?
That's the grift.
Yeah. That's crazy. We should do...
so that guy was Private Snafu, but
yeah.
this is Private Snafu.
There were a lot of Private Snafu. He was like a character.
Oh.
And he was in all of the... Not all of them, but in a majority of the wartime propaganda cartoons.
What does he do here?
He gets a boyfriend.
He gets
U.S.
another
War Department?
You too can have a big tittied anime girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
Loose lips sink ships. That's 100% Mel Blanc.
Oh, absolutely. Why is he walking like that?
That's how I walk. You get more distance covered.
Yeah.
Is this like commies?
Oh, jeez.
Nope, still.
Oh, boy. The Japanese, they're very small. They fit inside of phones.
I want to make fun of this, but I'm really into it.
I'm kind of blown away.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh, there it is.
That was clever.
Yeah.
How can we work a swastika into this? I like the piece overall, but I think we could really knock it out of the park.
Oh, I think I can find a way.
That is filling his legs with alcohol. Uh-oh. It's corrosive.
Private Surly.
It's all good advice, I guess.
The overall advice is pretty good.
If only Trump's people would listen to this advice. Zing!
Don't tweet. She literally just tweeted.
That's
Oh, straight to Hitler.
Oh, because she's German.
That's all he had to do to write to.
Why did she have sex with him after she sent the note away?
Because he's hot.
Yeah, I mean,
This is what a man looks like in 1940. She's got radio tits.
This reminds me. I'll save it for afterwards.
There it is again. They did it. Even the periscopes do the salute.
Yeah.
Clever.
And now they're fucked. All because Private Snafu couldn't keep his goddamn mouth shut.
I hope that kraut pussy was worth it, Snafu.
He's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, this is a really sad episode. This is, I think, the finale.
Oh, they killed him.
Oh, jeez. And now he's in hell.
Oh, holy shit, he is.
Now, who the hell these boys want to let my secret out?
It was me all along. A real horse's ass. The message is probably good.
Yeah,
Just shut the fuck up.
that's I can get behind that, absolutely.
The scene
the
where
execution, a lot of swats. I mean, I get it. They were fighting the Nazis.
Yeah, loose lips sink ships.
I'm becoming very nostalgic for, I want to go back in time. Without the racist shit.
Yeah.
But
the good messages.
Man, they just treated adults like children back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a cartoon.
Yeah, it was a great medium. Yeah.
Although I guess a lot of them probably were pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're like 16 and you're lying on your form so you can go fight the Nazis.
Yeah.
But yeah, the scene where she has
got a couple 10-year-olds in the platoon.
It's fine. Just give them a cigarette. They're like old enough.
Give them some cigarettes.
The scene where her boobs turn into Nazi microphones.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent. Maybe they were inspired by this Private Snafu cartoon, but I believe it's the second Leprechaun movie. The Leprechaun tricks a horny young man into killing himself by. Have you seen the second Leprechaun movie?
A long time ago, but
so he basically can make whatever look like whatever. He tricks their vision, and so he puts up a lawnmower with 2 lawnmower blades, and he tricks this guy into thinking that they're tits. So the guy, he literally puts his face in between her tits, and his face gets shredded off. It's
amazing.
And same message too.
Is that public domain yet? Lawnmower or Leprechaun 2?
Should be soon.
What's the one where the Leprechaun raps?
In the hood. It's like in the hood, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best
Aren't
one,
there
obviously.
2 leprechauns in the hood?
I don't know. Well, there might be a sequel to it. He also
One
goes
of those
to Vegas.
Is definitely public domain.
He goes to space. He goes to Vegas. I don't know why we got off on Leprechauns, but
yeah,
it's
a
my
great
fault.
series.
I wish they would remake that.
But it's the same thing. It's like
dark, gritty reboot.
You have to control your emotions, your speech, or else you're gonna ruin you and everyone's lives around you. And it's a good parallel for today on Twitter. Because people fire off on Twitter and boom, next thing you know, they're losing their jobs.
Yep.
Were these cartoons made by Disney?
So I think all the animation companies, they came together. Let me see. I'll look up Private Snafu. I'm going to use the bathroom anyway, so we can cut here and I'll come back with some Private Snafu info. All right, so what we're going to watch next is going to be the last one we watch today. It's also racist. It's a Betty Boop cartoon. It's called I'll Be Glad When You're Dead, You Rascal You.
Wow.
It was
aggressive.
Made in 1932, so this is pre-war. Well, pre-Americans joining the war.
The Gilded Age. No, the Great Depression.
It features a live-action introduction starring Louis Armstrong and his orchestra.
Oh, I'm sure they'll portray him tastefully.
It opens in the jungle with Betty being carried on a litter by Bimbo and Coco.
Let's just
bad start.
A horde of African savages.
Okay, we're watching.
Okay, let's just watch it.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be 7 minutes of awkward.
Betty Boop cartoon. Max Fleischer presents I'll Be Glad When You're Dead, You Rascal You.
This is my favorite Betty Boop.
My aunt was had Betty Boop everything.
Oh yeah.
So it's and she's not old. Well, she is now. But when I was a kid, she wasn't old. So this is like an iconic character to some people.
Don't let her watch this.
It's live action.
Yeah, it's a live action introduction with Louis Armstrong and his orchestra.
Hey everybody, I'm Louis Armstrong. This shit's racist. Don't watch it.
What you're about to watch is very racist, but it's the only work I could get during these racist times.
Check me out on SoundCloud.
It's a very progressive cartoon for the time.
Yeah. Maybe they probably thought they were. Oh,
that was
damn.
It? That was not an introduction whatsoever.
Damn, look at those cheeks.
The way she turns her body all the way like that, she's got an owl sort of.
She actually can't turn her neck.
Biology.
She's depicted as a very sexy woman. She has to have her head on a swivel at all times.
Oh yeah.
Look at that boob, that tit bounce they got animated in there.
That was a choice.
One guy's job.
Yeah.
He was the boob guy.
What are you doing? The tits aren't bouncing enough. Do it again.
Yeah, I wonder if the internet was never invented, would we still have this fractured image of other cultures?
Probably.
Even with the internet, we do.
Yeah, it's kind of made it worse.
Yeah, this is like looking at r/the Donald.
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, that's.
So they leave those two guys behind because they're useless.
I would take one of them.
These two idiots.
What's that thing on the left? Is that a mouse? Or is it a cat?
I don't know what they're trying to... It's probably a mouse. And then a clown?
I think he's a clown. Oh, the foot...
Wait till I get those baby
He's gonna twist him. He's gonna turn him.
They don't look human.
No, it's like a.
They've really
the clown
created
is
a
horrifying.
caricature.
Yeah. He doesn't talk like a clown either. He talks like a angry old man.
I like that. If they ever made a live action version of this, I want to see like some like Doug Jones body horror shit for the clown.
Also, I believe this is what they thought Hawaii looked like back then.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be Hawaii?
I don't know. I would assume South Pacific.
Yeah.
Africa.
Could be, yeah.
Borneo. Whoa.
Ooh. Wait, that's Louis Armstrong's voice.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be playing a what?
Yeah, you say that with the knowledge that you think they told him anything about this role.
Hey Louis, just talking to the mic for a little bit.
Can you sing one of your famous songs for us?
Oh, you guys like my music?
Yeah.
We'll take care of the
something
rest.
like that.
By the way, we're gonna transform this awful caricature into your face.
Also, they're running away from him, horrified. This beautiful music.
It's Louis Armstrong,
that's
famous
me.
musician.
That's me.
Sweating to death.
I sweat until I'm a puddle.
They're running from him, horrified.
I would ask for an autograph.
Yeah. To be fair, this is pretty, like, I would assume technologically advanced with a combination of live action and cartoon.
Yeah, because they're really showing it off.
Yeah.
They're like, let's stay on this a little bit longer.
What? That speedometer in his asshole.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Then it switches. Oh, God.
Hebrew?
I was going to say it switches to kilometers, but.
Switches to Hebrew.
Like, that was a whole bit, though. Like, that was a.
I want to see that in the writers' room when they're all just taking these meth pills and like, all right, so it goes fucking question mark and then exclamation point. Jerry, come in with the ringer.
His ass has a speedometer.
Hebrew. What's that?
And then we get to the part where Louis Armstrong's disembodied head chases them
That's
around
a given.
for 5 minutes straight.
We've had that on the board for months.
Oh, God. That's how boomerangs look.
Like, none of that meant anything.
Ashes?
Yeah.
Crocodile.
Where's Betty?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where.
Man, music videos were weird back in the day.
They need to do a pop-up video for this. And every time it just says, it was a different time. It was a different time.
Oh, Christ.
It is crazy though that they probably just straight up told him, they're like, yeah, you do your thing with your band, we'll film some stuff, like, don't worry about it.
You're gonna be in Betty Boop, the hottest cartoon around. Women wanna be her, men wanna fuck her.
I have a couple notes.
She doesn't seem too worried. No. Whew.
Interesting.
Betty Boop, pretty thick though, for back then.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wow. Not subtle.
I want to see it cut to him in the audience watching this.
Just horrified.
I should have fucking
Arms
known.
crossed.
My mom told me to never trust white people.
I am not entertained.
Porcupine, native to the South Pacific? Question mark?
Africa?
You know, it's good for a gag.
They don't even feel it. They like having piercings.
I don't know how that worked, but she's free.
Is Betty Boop, was she Hanna-Barbera or is it Disney?
Max Fleischer.
Yeah.
Max Fleischer. He
did,
was his own thing?
Yeah, he did a couple of the other ones too, early on.
Yeah, maybe this is Hawaii, or like the
volcanoes.
Yeah. Which, does it make it racist still?
I mean, yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, it still is.
I'm gonna assume it is. Yeah.
I didn't learn a damn thing.
That was very strange.
At least with Private Snafu, it was like, okay, if you get rid of all the overtly racist things, there's a decent message here. Don't spill the beans. support the country, whatever. We're going to war. This one, I have no idea what the message was.
Well, this is like, your teacher rolls in the TV and turns the lights off, and you're like,
I've got a hangover, and you guys are watching Betty Boop today.
And the message was like, jazz is fun, but it's also dangerous.
Jazz is the war sound for savages who capture white women.
Yeah, this is probably a big deal back when that happened, though, right?
Yeah, very progressive.
Do you think
it probably was considered that?
Was it a propaganda film that would go against jazz music?
I don't think we were ever at war with jazz music.
But it seems like we were, because they tried to to show it as if it was like these island savages war songs.
Oh, that was just a bunch of coked up white dudes in an office being like,
the frat party.
Listen, we got Louis Armstrong in here. We got to do something with it.
I can totally see that playing in an episode of Mad Men, and like
great work,
characters
Don.
are cracking up.
All right. That was something.
Wow.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I learned that my grandpa, I know why he's racist now. My grandpa was never racist. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Both my grandpas died when I was very young, so they could have been racist. We can say they're racist. They're dead.
They probably were.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's assume.
I don't even know what my grandparents did for work. I'll be honest.
Racism.
Yeah. We made racist cartoons.
They were the hottest thing.
Stood on a corner with a sign.
Yeah. Wait, my last name is Fleischer. No, it's not.
No.
But I don't think we learned too much outside of America was a strange place that needed to send the message that they wanted to send through the wonderful display of cartoonery.
Yeah.
What was your favorite public domain video?
I guess the one where we learned not to spill the beans.
Yeah.
Not to if you get on the phone or Twitter or anything and you say something you shouldn't say.
A Japanese spy is probably listening.
Is both of your guys'
with
favorites?
His big old teeth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My favorite was Betty Boop.
Yeah, why?
It was, all of those were kind of like a little boring in a way. Where it was like, come on, I feel like I'm in a classroom. At least with Betty Boop, there was some crazy shit going on.
And a good tune.
She almost got eaten.
A flying Louis Armstrong head chased a clown in what I can only assume is some sort of cat-mouse hybrid.
Yeah.
And the cat-mouse hybrid sweated itself into a puddle. I mean, I could go on about this one.
I have never seen anything quite like that.
The trickery was afoot.
It would be a great DLC for Cuphead. The one where you have to battle Louis Armstrong's disembodied head as he sings to you.
Uh-oh, I'm not even in my final form.
Yeah, and then he gets his trumpet out and like your character goes flying.
Yeah,
you got
a great DLC.
Fucking Louis Armstrong is so hard.
If they need to do Cuphead racist DLC, wartime DLC.
Mm-hmm. Well, they
and you have to battle
a little
the Japanese.
bit of that in there, right? They took some of that imagery.
Yeah, they took the imagery, but like we really got to see Cuphead battle
they have
with
to
Japanese.
Actually go down into the darkness of racism.
Yeah.
The enemy in Cuphead 2 is literally the Imperial Navy of Japan.
Yeah.
And then every time you get hit by an enemy bullet, just the gong sound. Bong.
Oh man!
But at the end, you get to build a beautiful relationship with a Japanese woman and convert her to the lovely throes of capitalism.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Using war bonds to woo her.
Babe, we bought so many war bonds. We're gonna be fucking rich.
Whole DeSoto trunk full of war bonds.
Anytime you need anything, don't use the credit card. Get the war bonds out.
There were like one or two that we watched that I've already forgotten.
Yeah.
People like give shit about us having like poor attention spans nowadays, but the shit that they were making back then wasn't that much better.
But I think that there was so little going on in their lives that these cartoons really stuck with them.
You know what? That's a good point because it's probably so exciting. Mm-hmm. Like the shit we're watching where it's like,
they're like, wow, moving animation. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I finally saved up all of my money to go to this one theater to watch cartoons.
They pop a nickel.
That private snafu. He's such a card.
Every dude in there's jacking off. The ladies are back home.
They got their big high-waisted 1940s pants.
Yeah, but that's what all it took back then was Betty Boop in like some short khakis.
Yeah.
And like you let your mind do the rest.
You morph into a wolf when you see that shit.
Basically, all they had to do in these old cartoons was show Betty Boop for a quick second right at the beginning, going boop boop a doop. And then you let your imagination take over, and like the whole thing in the middle, no one's paying attention. They're just jerking off.
Yeah, it's like 50 Shades of Grey, but for grandpas.
Yeah, and 50 Shades of Grey, accurate title, because it's all in black and white.
Right.
Yeah.
No colors.
They were a bit repressed sexually back then, so it's like, seeing a woman in shorts was like, what do they expect me to do? I'm gonna jerk off in here, and they know that.
I don't think anybody's gonna catch me jerking off right now.
No, because
everybody else is jerking off.
You know why? Because they played that private snafu before,
Yeah.
and they told everyone to mind their fucking business.
No snitching.
What are you, a Japanese spy? Why don't you mind your own fucking business?
Hey, I'm jerking off over here.
Go dive into the public domain pool and see if you can find the one about it's okay to jerk off in the theaters.
We have some sexploitation ones.
There is a surprising amount of old pornography on archive.org.
The kind where you you crank the thing.
I haven't looked at a whole lot of
cards.
it. It's a lot of just like there's no full penetration, but just a lot of naked ladies posing and shit.
Yeah.
And
it was what if we took the works of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo and the rest of the Ninja Turtles and then showed them in moving pictures? It would be a new art, and that's kind of what it is. It's just ladies with grapes that are
yeah. They had to do that just to call it art, right?
Yeah. They're it has to move a little bit, or else it's just
not art without grapes.
Give her grapes.
Yeah.
We're gonna get shut down. You give her some grapes.
Yeah.
What are you, a fucking idiot?
But there is one called we're the next episode, or however order we put these in. We're watching Reefer Madness next, and there's one called Sex Madness that is basically a propaganda film against being a filthy man,
skank,
a filthy man or a loose woman,
being a Jezebel.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the original red pill.
Yeah.
It's the black and white pill.
Yeah, and it's don't tell the Japanese you're having sex. They're going to use it against you. They're going to find those emails and those tweets.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for Reefer Madness.
I'll be here for that, too.
Yeah. We're literally, we're gonna leave.
I'm sleeping here tonight.
We're going to come back wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
And we're going to do Reefer Madness.
I will be shirtless.
In case you don't watch that one, where can people find you online?
Go to Internet Comment Etiquette. Just Google that. Or GeorgeSoros.com? Wait, no.
That's where I get my paycheck.
That got taken away from me. Go to IFoundHillary'sEmails.com. I found him. I own that domain.
And in 70 years, they'll be public domain.
It will be public domain soon.
Yeah.
Because I'm releasing them. Hillary Bonham Carter's emails. I wanted to.
Can I please be in another movie, Tim Burton, please?
No, it's just good recipes. She's sending recipes to friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
All right, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for another episode. We'll see you soon.
See you next time.
It's Helena Bonham Carter. Fuck!